I'm off on my first of my 2021 photo rally points, and today I'm planning on getting 2 points in Wexford, one by the Irish Photo Rally called the Dancing at the Crossroads, and the second is St Alphonsus Church for the DMTC Rally photo points. Starting off on the N30 Clonroach to Enniscorthy Road. This is a good road for motorbike. It's a bit boring in this particular section, but it does improve. On the right hand side here we've got a new cafe called the Tin Roof Cafe and Food Stand. It's well worth a visit. Heading along into Enniscorthy on the old N30 road, which is now called the R744. This has a few nice bends on it for the motorbike, and there's always plenty of cyclists out and some great views in across Enniscorthy town onto the left hand side as you're heading into Enniscorthy. Coming down here now with a few sharp bends by the old Davis's Mills. An old part of the Enniscorthy town. Heading in, this laney is on the right hand side. Heading down now towards the quays in Enniscorthy and the bridges and the river Slaney. And look at this guy here coming through a yield. No regard, not a clue what he's doing. It's no wonder so many people are being killed off motorbikes. The new M11 road, bypassing Enniscorthy there now, just crossed that. It's a fantastic scenery from that road if any of you haven't been on it yet. I'm now heading, and I wasn't paying attention to my junction. I had to stop here in a hurry. I did check my mirrors to make sure there was nothing in behind, to make sure it wasn't a dangerous manoeuvre. Heading towards the Ballaghkeen now, still on the R744. But heading from Enniscorthy to the Ballaghkeen now, or Ballaghkeen as it's on the maps. And the first photo point that we're heading to is the Dancing at the Crossroads. And any of you familiar with GA, Owler to Ballaghkeen are a strong team in County Wexford, and the captain of the 1996 All-Ireland winning team that they sang, the song that's in the background, it's all about, was Martin Storey, who played with Owler to Ballaghkeen. So we're heading into the Ballaghkeen now, which is very strong hurling territory in County Wexford. Again, this is a great road for the motorbike, and some lovely bends, great surfaces, and a very enjoyable road to travel along, especially on a nice fine day as we had. Look at this, number 2. Came around the bend completely on the wrong side of the road. Just have to be so careful when you're out on the bike trying to enjoy yourself. Again, here some more of the nice bends that I was just talking about. Heading in now to the Ballaghkeen, the village of the Ballaghkeen. Dancing at the Crossroads, or Crossroads dancing, is an old Irish tradition from the mid-20th century, I'm led to believe. And it was immortalised in the song Dancing at the Crossroads, and that's the whole idea of the photo point here. And what it represents is the 1996 All-Ireland winning team. This song by the Wild Swans in the background that is playing. It was written during the summer and just a fever hit Wexford that year, and carried Wexford team along. And the scenes in Croke Park, nearly everyone in Wexford was in Dublin that day, or it appeared to be, and the scenes and the welcome back that the team got. Again, it was the first time Wexford had won in All Ireland in many years, and unfortunately they haven't won one since. Again, heading into Blackwater from the Ballaghkeen. It's another nice road. It's still the R744, but another good road for motorbikes. Some tight bends here. You can see that this tight bend and another tight bend just after it. But again, some lovely roads for the motorbike. Not as good a surface as the Harrier section road, but still not bad by any means, in particular for roads in Wexford. And if there's other roads you think in Wexford are better biking roads, just leave a comment on the video and let me know what they are, and I'll try and get out and do a spin on them as well, or anywhere else around the country. If you think there's good biking roads, let us know in the comments. Heading now into the village of Blackwater. Again, a place that's familiar to many people, especially people from Dublin. Cortown is to the left and Curracloe is to the right. Two fantastic beaches in Wexford. In particular, Curracloe is a fantastic sandy beach. And just up on the left hand side now, we're coming up to the photo point for the Dancing at the Crossroads. There we go, there we have the monument, and I swing around here and take a couple of photographs to make sure I get my obligatory photograph in for the competition. As we were leaving off, a large group of motorcyclists arrived. Great to see everybody out on such a fine day, and hopefully people are keeping safe. So on this road now, it's still the R744 heading towards Curracloe this time. Here's a bend here. I wasn't familiar with this bend. It was a little bit sharper than I expected. Luckily I wasn't going too fast. So on the top left hand corner you just saw there the Irish Sea. Again, it's a lovely coastlines here in County Wexford. Ballaghkeen beaches on the left hand down here. Again, we go into Curracloe just down a little bit further as well. This road, can't really see the coastline, but it does hook the coastline. You're only about 250, 300 metres from the coast along this road. And again, another good road, great surface, some lovely bends on it. Enjoyable road to be out on the motorbike on. Again, you can see another shot of the coastline there just on the left hand side. A couple of thatched cottages along the way as well. So heading now into Wexford town, or towards Wexford town, so Curracloe first, then Wexford, where we're heading to Barntown to get the second photo point of the day, which is a DMTC photo point of St. Alphonsus Church. And again, you can see there on the left hand side glances of the coast and glances of the water and the sand dunes down there. Fantastic views, fantastic beaches. Just a pity the road is not a bit closer to the coastline. Heading in now, coming into Curracloe. So Curracloe is a small little village. It's up a little bit from the beach, but you turn left here if you're wanting to go down to the beach. We're heading straight on because we're going into Wexford. So the road here now from Curracloe on into Wexford. Again, this is a busy road from a tourist point of view during the summer months and the dry days. But again, another lovely surface, lovely twisty bends on this road again. So it's another great biking road. But again, do watch for the traffic, cyclists, pedestrians. But it's a great road to enjoy. Not fantastic scenery on this road, but nonetheless it's a nice, enjoyable road to be out on the bike on.
We were standing at the station, waiting for a train. There was preaching Christian brothers, there was nuns and reverend mothers.
So St. Alphonsus Church in Barntown.
Everyone was just the same. Well, they came from Enniscorthy, from New Russellford and Gory. There was
So crossing Wexford Bridge, you can see some lovely views of the water and the estuary in Wexford, and Wexford Bridge is one of the longest bridge in Ireland, and I suppose the new bridge in New Ross, that opened 2 years ago, has exceeded the length of Wexford Bridge by quite some bit.
They were hanging from the rafters, and they sang the boys of Wexford like it was going out of style.
Again, Wexford Town here, as we're going through Wexford Town, it's an old town. You can see the buildings. That's the old County Hall to the left-hand side there. Lovely archway there. That's the archway that features in on Wexford emblems. So it's a lovely old building. Pity it's still not in, but it is still in use. But they opened a massive new County Hall full of glass, and they moved out of that a number of years ago. Heading now, we're going through Barntown now. The church for the next stop is just on my left hand side, and I had to swing around as I went past it. Even though I've gone by it 100 times, I've never actually been in it before. So we're heading up here now for the second photo point, St. Alphonsus Church. And there's some lovely views of Wexford there. So that was a short spin really for those two first photo points. So we said we'd head on a bit further, and we travelled on down to Kilmore Quay then, and again another great road heading on into Kilmore Quay. And some lovely surfaces on the road, coastline, and tight bends in a few places to be careful on if you're not familiar with the road. Here's two of these tight bends, a right and a left. So you would want to be careful on them if you weren't familiar with the roads. They do come up on you very quick. And then coming into Kilmore Quay itself, some lovely thatched cottages on the left and right hand side. And of course Kilmore is a fantastic destination, a fantastic place to visit. It's a fishing village, and big crowds are drawn to it, especially on summer's days with the good weather. And you can see there the harbour, swing up at the harbour just to give a better view of the harbour. And it's the third occasion where the car was completely on the wrong side of the road, although probably in this particular case I was a little bit on the wrong side too, and then there was traffic parked at double yellow line, but he was well over. Didn't leave much room, although speeds were slow in this particular case, so it wasn't too bad. So that's the sea. Swing around here, you can see a good view of the harbour as you swing around, and all the different sailboats in the harbour and fishing boats. And it is a working harbour. Salty Islands out to the left hand side. You can get a boat out to the Salty Islands for a day trip if you want to visit the Salties. And finally there we come into the car park just at the top of Kilmore Quay. Pull up and just taking a bit of the scenery before we headed home then to leave. Day one, finish it. Looking forward to the rest of the summer and getting out and getting more shots.